Hey yo guys, how's it going? Tally here, and today I'm going to bring you the 100 Duels Armed Dragon Link Dragon deck list. Anyway, before we dive in, make sure to like it, make sure to subscribe if you're new here, and make sure to check out the Armed Dragon Link Dragon deck Dragons 100 Duels Thunder Dragons. Okay, I'm done with that, let's dive into the profile. So starting off our list, we of course have the titular Armed Dragon Thunders, not to be confused with Thunder Dragons, they are Dragon Thunders. Now this is quite a tight package, and to be honest I started off playing like 3 of this, and 110. To be quite frank, I don't think it meshes well with my playstyle to play all of them at 3, but as an engine that interacts with these 3 cards really well and these cards really well, it's actually disgusting. So let me break it down. Essentially, they all have the ability on field to send a monster from your from your hand to your graveyard, and then they all level up. So this will level up into 5, this will level up into 7. 7 can even level up into 10. But what I want to show off and really talk about is the secondary aspect, where if they are sent to the graveyard as part of an effect, right, a dragon's effect, this one will allow you to draw a card. This one will allow you to search a level 7 Wind Dragon, and this one will allow you to search another extender. Essentially just lets you add an Armed Dragon card. Alrighty, so they actually are a really interesting engine for advantage when you think about it, because they're all +0s or neg-0s. If you discard this, you draw a card. If you discard this, you get to search a card like Tempest, which is insane. And of course, you can also get like another extender like the Armed Dragon Flash off of this. So as an engine, these cards are actually pretty nuts. And realistically, if a dragon archetype comes out which does a lot of discarding, then this archetype's going to go nuts, okay? Because even there's a lot of cards in the extra deck which happen to have discard effects, which then mean that you can get further pluses off of these. So these cards, while they are in a very niche side of things, they are waiting to be broken. Okay, then we have the other half of what I call the Wind Dragon engine. We have Lightning, the Dragon Ruler of Drafts, and we have Tempest, the Dragon Ruler of Storms. Now, Lightning can discard itself and another Wind Dragon to summon Tempest. So you can actually get a lot of advantage off of this. This can unbrick hands, you know, because you can use this plus this to summon Tempest and draw one, this plus this to summon Tempest and get another extender. So see if you want to play 2 of this just to see it that little bit more, feel free. And then Tempest of course has the ability where it can like discard itself and a Wind Dragon and then go ahead and search other dragons. So yeah, this engine is resourced out its nut. It's actually pretty nutty and I'm a big fan of it. Again, I wish it wasn't quite as bricky, because when you open up like a hand of these without the ability to do much, it does hurt, especially when you've got a bunch of other level 7 dragons that kind of need the lower level dragons to do anything. But still, this engine, really fun, I'm really enjoying it, and it gives you a way into Appaloosa early, especially if you've opened like this and another extender, so I'm loving that. Then we have some extra extenders. Absoluter for our rockets, it just summons itself, searches a rocket when it's sent to the graveyard. We have Noctivision, which I'm running at 3 because we've got that many small dragons that we can turn into Striker Dragon that it's an immediate link to, plus a draw one. So this deck actually does have a lot of draw power now. So, which by the way I think actually fixes some of the bigger problems with regular Dragon Link. And for our rockets, we also have Rocket Tracer, we have Silver Rocket, we have Rocket Recharger, Rocket Synchron. Nice package, it's kind of the proven best one. I'm a big fan of this. For our other dragon extenders and starters, we've got Black Metal Dragon, we have our Red Eyes Darkness Metal. When this is sent to the graveyard, it searches this, and then you can go ahead, summon this, revive this, Dragon Link 2. We also have Phalanx as a bit of a brick, but again, like if you happen to get like draw it in hand, you can just Tempest it or Lightning it away, and it's nice. Then we have of course Dark Magician, Red Eyes Black Dragon for our Dragoon package. For hand traps, this was recorded a little while ago, so to be quite frank, the hand traps may be slightly outdated now, but at the time I chose to run Nibiru because it's a bit of a rogue killer, Ash because it's alright against everything, not amazing, but particularly just now. Same again with Infinite Impermanence, if I'm honest, not particularly amazing. You may want to look at some of the hand traps we've got in the side deck, okay. Then we've got Divine Lance, we've got Armed Dragon Flash, which is literally just another quick launch. You get to summon a dragon from deck, so it's an amazing extender. Then we have Quick Launch, which lets you summon a rocket from deck, another amazing extender. The best Monster Reborn spell card in the deck. We have World Legacy Guardragon, because not only is it an extender, but it's also a recovery play, and it allows you to pop off with your Guardragons in awkward situations. We have Boot Sector Launch, we have Red Eyes Fusion for our Dragoon, a Monster Reborn, just because again you want extenders in this deck, and as I said, Infinite Impermanence, which wasn't awful, wasn't amazing. You could definitely feel free to change out the hand trap lineup, like that's probably highly recommended. And that's our main deck. Again, I just want to highlight that these as an engine, especially these boys right here, really nice. It's a really nice loss mitigation engine. You know, if you discard these, you're not going neg, you know, you're at the very least going neg 0, right? Big fan of these, and there's some fun combos that you can do with them, and I had a lot of fun with them in particular. I just wish they weren't so bricky, especially these guys, which is why I had to cut down from the 3 and 3 to the 1 and 2, because they need setup, but once you have that setup, then you're good to go, which is why I prioritised a lot of stars. So for our extra deck, we have 1 Striker Dragon. I would maybe actually change this to 2 and cut the Saryuya. There's definitely more times where I wanted a second one of this than even a single one of this. We have Piste and Elpe. If you don't know what these do by now, you've probably not been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For the past year and a half. Go you, lucky you. We have our Protector Whelp, because it's a nice generic Dragon Link 2 that just takes anything and allows you to pop off with more Guardragon plays. Romulus, just because again it's Romulus, it searches out some extenders. You could add Dragon Ravine to the deck, by the way. I didn't really choose to play Dragon Ravine, but it might be nice to see it. We've got Hieratic Spheres, which is just nice, right? It's part of your end board, you bounce, summon something out, and interact with your opponent in different ways. Definitely feel free to experiment with targets in this format for this card. We have Dillingerous, which is part of our kind of bigger combo. We have Son Borrow or Quad Borrow, which is part of our bigger combo, which interacts really well with these guys because it has a discard cost. So again, if you discard any of these guys, you're not going minus. We have Verte, because I think this deck, because it doesn't run the same amount of extenders as regular Dragon Link does, and it doesn't play necessarily the same way, sometimes you have awkward hands where it's really just safer to go into Verte and let it happen there. We have Unchained Abomination, which is by far like my most underrated card ever. I love it. I think it's not given the love that it deserves. We also have Borrow Sword, Appaloosa, Saryuya, which I did use quite early on to unclog hands, but to be honest, as I refined the deck, I found that I would rather have more Striker Dragon to trigger off things like Recharger. We've got Dragoon as one of our boss monsters, and we've got Savage as one of our negators as well. To be quite frank, if you have seen the 100 Duels, which if you haven't, by the way, go watch it, it's an absolute banger, then this comes in a big handy, right? This comes in a big handy. This comes in really handy, and I'm not ashamed to play it. This was fun. Okay. For our side, this is just really recommendations that I like during this format. Evenly Matched is good, Harpy's Feather Duster is good, Cosmic Cyclone isn't really bad. Lancia I'm a big fan of, Droll and Lockbird against your Drytron matchup, big fan of it, and DD Crow is pretty nice to see as well. Alright, so the beautiful thing is a lot of the decks in this format are in some way, shape or form hit by all of these, alright, because we have like Tri-Brigade Lerilusk, which is becoming popular, which banishes and searches. Doesn't die to Droll, but it definitely gets hurt by Lancia and Droll. Also gets hurt by DD Crow to an extent as well, so it's really nice. Drytron loses to this, VW loses to this, and VW can also get hit really hard by DD Crow. So these are just recommendations. As I always say, make sure to tailor your side deck to the decks that you play, not the decks that are never going to pop up in your local meta or whatever you play against, right? Make sure your side deck reflects the cards that you play against. And that's the deck profile, really. I don't really want to ramble on too long. I think we've all seen Dragon profiles on this channel before, but I'm going to be honest, I think these are a really fun engine. I'm really loving these. I am going to continue to play the Armed Dragon Thunders and different variants on the deck. I did see a more pure going second build, which has some really tasty good stuff to it, so I'm going to check that out, and I probably will bring it to the channel at some point. As always guys, if you want to see any combo videos, let me know down below as well. Let's take it to the outro. As always, if you like it, give it a like. If you love it, give it a share and tell everyone you know about Team Tally today. As always, you have been amazing. I have been Tally. I'll catch you all later. Bye.